Hi, I'm Chef Todd Mohr. Welcome back to Cooking Course. Thanks for joining me. We've been talking about our chef's knife this week. This is our tapered chef's knife. We know it because of its tapered edge. It's used in a rocking fashion against the cutting board, and it's the single most important tool you can have in your kitchen. Here at Cooking Course, what I want to do is inspire people, is to empower you to get away from the intimidation of the recipe. It's not worry about somebody's step-by-step instructions, but cook like a painter paints. Cook like a guitarist strums. Let it come out of you with basic cooking method. Well, one of the basic skills that we need is dicing an onion. Onions are found in a lot of recipes, and shallots and garlic and similar bulb type items. Well, the onion has a root end that grows down into the dirt, the root end. It has a blossom end that grows up to the sky. The root end is our friend. The root end holds the onion together. So if I want to dice this onion, I want it to come apart in consistently cut pieces with as few knife strokes as possible. One of the issues is that this is a roly-poly product. This thing is going to move around on the cutting board, and I don't want to be chasing it with a sharp knife when I try to. So the first cut I'm going to make is going to be from the blossom end to the root end so that it gives me a flat surface to work off. Now I'll cut the blossom end off. Go ahead and peel the onion, taking the skin off. People ask me, how do you stop from crying when you do onions? I don't know. I was a chef at a very large government institution. We fed 15,000 people breakfast and lunch each day. I used to dice onions for 10 to 12 hours a day when I was the plebe, the yo guy, and I haven't found anything that works. Keeping them in the refrigerator and keeping them cold, and swim goggles. You look really stupid if you wear swim goggles while you're dicing onions. That's the only thing I found that actually works. So we have our onion with the blossom end cut off. We've kept the root end intact because the root end is our friend. What I want to do, in essence, is draw a checkerboard in this onion. I want to make 1, 2, maybe 3 horizontal cuts, 1, 2, 3 or so vertical cuts. Then I can go ahead and slice my onion. The only issue with this is, though, when I put the onion on the cutting board, my knuckles hit the cutting board, and this puts my knife at an angle. I want nice horizontal cuts. So what I'll do is I'll bring the onion to the edge of the cutting board and the cutting board to the edge of the table. Using the entire length of my knife, starting from the heel to the tip, I'll make my first cut, but not all the way back to the root. So what I have is this first slice in my onion, but the onion stays together because I haven't cut all the way back to the root. I'll go ahead and make a second cut that way and a third one on top of it. So now I have these 3 nice cuts in my onion, and the onion stays together. I'll go back with my chef's knife, using the tip of the knife, and make my vertical cuts without going all the way back to the root. And now what I have is this checkerboard fashion, and the onion stays together. So if you take this down to your favorite Australian restaurant and ask them to soak it in water and beer batter it and deep fry it, and I guess I just told you their secret. But now I can go through with my tip fulcrum method and go ahead and dice the onion in, what was it, 1, 2, 3 horizontal, 4 vertical, maybe 4 more, about 10 knife strokes to have this onion fall apart in consistently cut pieces. What we don't need now is, you familiar with this, the Mezzaluna thing where you go chase things all over the cutting board? That just cuts things in a further inconsistent fashion. Using as few knife strokes to dice this onion into consistent pieces so that we can then put that into our dish and they will cook consistently. Dicing an onion is one of the most important basic skills in all of culinary, and this can be applied to shallots, it can be applied to garlic, even small little cloves of garlic. We're going to continue with our knife skills tomorrow. I invite you to join me again at Cooking Course.